Do you, RobLynn Live? Oh, I see Greg Hills here. I know that man does. Oh, yeah. And there's DL. He does too. And Dawn. Everybody's gathered around the fireplace. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's another edition of RobLynn Live. And Ali.
The Wonder Dog.
All right, all right, all right. I see Christia Zone has made the dance. That's good stuff. And I see Greg and Dawn and Mel and DL and Carmela Schwartz in the house, as well as Chris 1 and Chris 2. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, doggies. All right, the panel's starting to fill in, and I see Miss Nakamoto has joined the crowd as well. We've already got a group in YouTube, and I think we're getting a group here. I don't know how many we got here. Stand by one, s'il vous plaît. There are, oh my goodness, 48 of you here tonight. 48 for the Roundtable Q&A. 48, Mel, not 28. 48. Good way to get started. This is day 645. It is Wednesday, the 29th day of May, 2024, and you're tuned in to everyone's favorite, well, wait a minute, someone's favorite RobLynn Live and Ali.
The Wonder Dog.
So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the RobLynn Network presentation of RobLynn Live and Ali the Wonder Dog, with our weekly Wednesday Roundtable Q&A with panelists from around the globe who will introduce themselves. They will answer our question of the night, which is, if you could go back in time and change a decision you made, what would that be? Was it one that you thought, why did I do that? Or was it a good decision and maybe you wanted to tweak a little? We'll talk about that later with our panelists. For sure. All right. And that will all be followed by community time, maybe a bit of signing, and of course, the one, the only, JJ Beta 10 Man with the song, Mr. John Barilla. John Barilla. So we'll get with John a little bit later. And hopefully he's got his music background going nicely to where he doesn't have to worry about that. That would be nice. And if you haven't heard, go to RobLynnLive.com. And what happens when you go to RobLynnLive.com? Well, it pops up Lynn B.A. Nakamoto's registration page. Should you desire, you can sign up. You get an O-mail. You get a password of your choice. And you get O-net and O-trim thrown in for free for thee and me, of course, and you get the opportunity to purchase through a subscription basis, and that's OConnect with O-Tracker right around the corner, as well as oh my goodness, O-Media, O-Academy, O-Domain, O-Verify. It's all coming. It's coming soon. Get ready. Buckle up, Buttercup. Buckle up. All right. So tonight's weekly roundtable Q&A, and we asked the question, if our panelists could go back in time, would they make a change in a decision they had made? All right. That being said, we do want to mention, check the background out. That's compliments of Tarzan himself, TP. That's Tarzan Techie Chris Tiazone, who came up with the background the way it is. Thank you, Techie guy. Really looks nice. The reds really pop. The yellows pop. The red and yellow combination pop. It's all popping, brother. It's a popping tonight. All right. Now, please pray for Ash and his lovely wife, Ash Mahan, their two boys, Omar and Yusuf. That would be Omar the poet and writer, and Yusuf the astronaut. Yeah. While you're at it, send out a prayer or two to the support team, the tech team, and the media staff around the globe to keep them safe and sound. So we've got a few announcements tonight. Just one or two tweakaroos here, but nothing major. We are just about done with this 10-day extension that we've been involved in, and should we hear either tonight or in the morning, we may be getting we don't know this for sure, another 10-day extension. Oh boy, we don't know yet. But if we find out tonight, we will let you know. Has anyone seen in the back office? You have 10 more days starting tomorrow. Has anyone seen? All righty, as I thought, so we'll check out the ticker tomorrow. We'll check out the pop-up tomorrow, just to make sure we didn't miss anything along those lines. All right. Also, if you know of anybody other than the folks we mentioned who may be needing your assistance with regard to a prayer, some love, some light, etc., you know the drill. Helping one through prayer helps us all, and helping one who may be in need of some ONPASSIVE training helps us all as well. So, as we mentioned, over the past several, well, we haven't mentioned because I'm getting ready to mention it. As we mentioned over the past several days, OMedia is joining forces with the UAE, United Arab Emirates Development Committee, Development Council, which is just outstanding news. So that is a partnership to relish and should be a dandy. Yes. OP360 was on with round one, sans Ash today, and then round two, Ash showed up at 2 p.m. and was joined by a panel. Didn't hear any nuggets dropped. There was some kind words said around the horn, and that's good stuff. So that all being said, check out the ONPASSIVE YouTube channel, which is full of longs, mediums, and short videos. Oh, yeah. And once you've migrated, sign that NDA and affiliate agreement so you're ready to rumble. Check out the ONPASSIVE newest website while you're at it, if you don't mind. And check out Mohammed William Nazal and his X offerings, whether it be a blog, a comment, a video, you name it. Coming from him, who knows what's next. Hop on an OConnect when time allows. Subscribe to OConnect when you can. And attend webinars and chats, time permitting, of course. All righty then. Shall we get after it, or shall we say a few hellos first?
You can say hello to folks in the chat real fast.
All right. You want me to start with the YouTube? We'll say hello to Frank Rowe and Clover Kelly and Karina Lance, one of our moderators, as is the one and only Michael Chatta. Irena Stexala is here, as well as Jillian Hanna and Frank Rowe, as I mentioned. Nixon Mamba is here. Welcome, Nixon. And Nagaraj, first on the premises tonight. Thank you, Nagaraj, for being here every night. There's Michael Chatt again, Frank Rowe, Bimal Patel. It looks like Greg Lakin is here. Welcome, Greg. We're glad you're here, brother. That may be it. Wait a minute. Let's see. That was 25. There's got to be more where that came from. Let's take a peek. Let's see. Okay, there's Jillian and Michael and Frank. And let's see, Clover Kelly in the house. Hello, Clover. Glad you're here. And I mentioned Nixon Mamba. And I think that may have covered the bases pretty nicely, if I don't say so myself. Irena and Michael and Karina, Clover Kelly.
Thank you to the moderators. I tried to do the moderators.
I did say the moderators. I already pointed them out. Michael Chatta. If Roy Davies is here, he's a moderator. John Barilla, of course. Michael Chatta, of course. And Karina Lance in the house. Okay. Let's move along here. And that was not Garage. And we said hello to him. Bruce Gerstein in the house. And he's saying 360 awesome today. All righty, Bruce. Thank you for that. Appreciate the comment. Stacy Macias. Hello. All right. Deona Church is here, and Judata is here. Milton King in the house. Wow, more than I realized. John Barilla, of course. Gayatri. Yoshi is here. Thank you for being here as well. All right, I think it's over to you, Lynn.
All right, I want to say hi to the folks in the actual OConnect webinar. Hi to Bruce Moore, Isabel Bailey, Franz Marcelin is here, Onye Loni is here, Greg Miller, hi, Sandeep Kamble, Kamble, Michael Chatta, Craig Vote, Vote, Mohammed Lutfor Rahman, Catherine Friesen, hello, Diane Michal, Ankit Verma, S. Hudson, hi, Jillian Hannah, Lakshmi Krishnappa is here, Joycelyn Joyu is here, Mami Doju, welcome. We have two Mami Doju S and Mami Doju K. Welcome to both of you. Hello to Joseph Andermatt and Edith Okocha. Hi, Henry Horing. Hello to Rabindra Kumar. There's two Rabindra Kumars. Oh, same person. Logged in twice. Hi to Samudram. And the three Petapalis are here. Welcome to all three of you. Hi to Purification Tario. Gustavo is here. Hi, Cynthia Deary. Hello to Jagadish Chakma, Mohammed Nasimu, Jennifer Drummond, B. Gayatri, Ola Sumbo Kuye, Sahadev Singh, hello. Lois White, Armin Hogue, hi. Eileen Kao, Shankar Lau, Jayasri Biswas, and Surrender Singh, hello, Surrender. Hi to Papa Das. Did I say Armin Hogue already? Sukumar Biswas, Mandi Gandan, Amaswara, Deborah Long. Hi, Deborah. Are you going to be teaching tonight? Let us know. We have Sutik Singh, Sarananda Das, Bruce Gerstein. Did I miss anybody? Let's check. On the third screen. Bruce Gerstein. Yep, that's it. I cut them all. Thank you all for being with us. There's 61 of you here in the webinar itself. Thank you.
61 in the webinar, and a cool, I say a cool.
Can't read the number.
46. That's 107. Not too shabby for a Wednesday evening. 107 to get things started. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate that very much. Okay, now. Here's how this is going to go this evening, as it does every time we have a Q&A, roundtable Q&A. Let's get started. We will introduce each panelist. We'll just say their name. They'll tell you where they're from, and then they will provide an answer to our question of the evening. And they are aware of that. And let's see. And next, they will ask questions about all things ONPASSIVE to we, the attendees. So that all being said, let's introduce our panelists, if we may. And they'll tell us who they are, where they're from, and they answer that question. All right, here we go. Let's start off with John Barilla. John?
Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. Hi, Rob. Hi, Lynn. Hi, everyone on the panel.
Hi.
So my name is John Barilla. And by the way, Rob, I know when you say it's in Italian, you usually go Juan Barilla, which is Spanish, but then you say John Barilla for Italian. And actually, you have to roll that R. If it's Italian, it would be John Barilla. John Barilla.
John Barilla.
Barilla. You don't do the ya like the Spanish, barilla. Oh, man, forget it. I can't even speak. Okay, I'm John Barilla. I live in New York City. I'm an actor, a singer, photographer, and various and sundry other things. I was born in Steubenville, Ohio, but I lived for, longer than I lived in Steubenville, actually, over 50 years in New York City. So, Oh, and I have to answer the question. Yes. I'll get it together. Okay, I have to answer. Listen, I have one. I don't know if I have much that I regret that I would change, but I can think of something. It's not a terrible thing, but way back when I was applying to various schools to study acting in or theater in college, I was accepted. I actually studied at a great school, but I was accepted at Carnegie Mellon University, which is then and now constantly rated as one of the top one or two theater schools in the entire country. And I turned them down and went to Kent State University only because I was questioning exactly what I was doing and whether I was good enough to go to a school with that rating. And the truth is, Kent State University gave me a fine education, and I learned a lot about theater there. So I shouldn't have been worried about it, other than that rating that Carnegie Mellon does have, which could have helped me, because in the interviews, I'll just tell you this and then I'll keep quiet. In the interviews that we had, and I had to go to like a conference of students that were applying, and they actually told us from the stage that if you like us and we like you, the thing that helps you is that we have so many people in place in the business as producers that's why it's easier for our students to get ahead in your career. And I always thought, well, that's great, but that's also a little bit of snooty. Anyway, so that's it with that. That's what I regret that I don't really regret it, but I could have gone there and I decided not to.
All right. And so what was the answer to the question since you went round the horn there?
Oh, it was just that I regret not having chosen that school. That's what I say. It's not really a regret, but that's the only thing I can think of that I might regret, because I could have chosen the #1 school in the country, and I went to Kent State, which is also kind of highly rated, but not #1. That's all. I'm sorry.
All right. I got it now. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go to Greg Hill. Greg, introduce yourself, where you're from, and answer the question.
Okay, I'll stay the ghost man right here for tonight, I guess, for now. You can hear me, correct?
You're
okay, so my name is Greg Hill. I'm from the San Juan Islands. I love the RobLynn live show, and I'm going to stick with it till the day I die, or till the day they decide not to do anything. So for now, the thing, I'm kind of a positive person. I don't like to think about that. It's a great question to put up here in front of the thing, because everybody has something. Everybody does. And I don't look back on it anymore, because it's just not good to look back on water that's under the bridge. So, however, I say I would have not taken that first puff of tobacco when I was 13 years old. That's probably the one thing I would like to have changed if I have to do that, but you can't do that. You have to go with what you have now. So I quit 9 years ago. I'm very happy I did that. That wasn't easy to do, and that's the one thing I would change. You just have to man up, plain and simple.
all right. Thanks for manning up, big guy. We appreciate that. All right. Let's go to Mel Marcano in Canada. Mel. Oh, you're not in Canada. Where are you, Mel? Slip.
Well, I'm from all over the world, Rob. Now that I'm in ONPASSIVE, I'm global. No, I'm just kidding. I'm from the island of Dominica, as everybody know. I love my island, and I live in Canada, so Dominican Canadian. And yes, so my name is Melanie, by the way, Mel Sunshine, however they call me. Okay, if I were to have gone back in time, if I could go back in time, I would really pursue opportunities like more education for myself, although it's forthcoming. Well, I'm educating myself as I go along, but I would have taken my time, finished my school, leave the boys alone, and I would do a lot of traveling, because I always wanted to travel. Travel and invest. So these are the three things. If I were to go back in time, I would start doing all over again and make my life much happier.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mel. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. From Dominica and Canada, of course. And let's see, I don't see Pedro here. I don't see Francis. Let's go to Swihart McConaughey. Let's hear from you, kids. Come on now. Where are you from?
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Lynn. Hello, everybody on the panel and in the chat. My name's Don McConaughey. I go by DL. I'm from the state of Ohio, United States of America. And what I would love to change if I could would be buying Bitcoin back in 2009 when it was 6 cents per token. As of today, it's $67,500 per token, United States money. Back to you, Rob.
All righty. Well, while we're back to me, let's go back to Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn Swihart. I'm originally from that beautiful state up north, Michigan, with the beautiful sand dunes and beautiful Lake Michigan. But I live in Ohio now. And I'm a certified holistic health coach. And my one regret is that I didn't go to Michigan State University like my mother and my sister went to. I went to a smaller business college. But at that time, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And my dad wasn't going to spend the money at Michigan State for somebody who didn't know what she wanted to do. So I went to a business college. So that's it.
All righty. Thank you for that. And let's move along to, let's go to Chris Zone, if we could, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Yeah, okay.
We can hear you.
Just in time setting up this second device I'm using for the camera and the other one for audio. So yeah, I'm from the Philippines. Call me Chris for short, and because the long name is somewhat related to religion. So and this our community calls me Techie Tarzan, and I like it. That's coming from uh, Michael Chata, of course. Thank you, and thank you, Michael. And yes, to answer the question, I for the day, it's I to, if time if given the chance to turn back time, I'd like to pursue the computer engineering course, which I haven't. I I I stopped in one trimester after one trimester. So yeah, and then went uh, to medical transcription instead. Um, so yeah, and from the OTech pros for the last 2 years or 1 year ago, I learned from them speaking about our technology, and yeah, and through them, I learned the value of the course, the computer engineering. So yeah, that's all. Thank you very much. Back to you, Rob.
All right. Thank you very much. Uh, Carmel, did you want to speak now, or you want to forever hold your peace for a while?
Yeah, I can come. It's okay.
All right.
So
Tell us who you are, where you're from.
my name is Carmela, and I am from the lovely Israel in the Middle East. If I was going a background in my life and thinking what I did, and I really love it, it's that I went out from my work and I'm retired. Every day after my retirement, I'm saying, thanks God I did it. I give my time, which is the most important things in life, for little money. Now I'm freedom. I'm doing what I want, and I'm a queen. That's
All right.
it.
Well, that settles that then. All right. I don't see Pedro here just yet. I don't see Francis here just yet. Well, let's fill in with Lynn. You want to tell us who you are and where you're from? Or would you rather not?
Oh, no need to. Just
All right.
stay with the panel.
All right. Well, I'm Rob Gorman. I'm from the beautiful state of Florida, USA. I'm living here now. I'm actually from New York City, New York, by way of Savannah, Georgia, Lakeland, Florida, back to Savannah, Georgia, over to New Orleans, Louisiana, back to Tampa, Florida, over to Thailand and Vietnam, and then back to Tampa. And I've been here. Oh, and I've got to stay in Hawaii as well. So, that all being said, one of the regrets, or the regret that I have, is I wasn't closer to my parents than maybe I could have been. Even though my folks had us invited over for dinner either on Sunday night or Friday night for Shabbat in the Jewish religion, I didn't always show up. And my kids were always there. My ex-wife was there, and evidently I couldn't make that dance sometimes. So I regret that. But that was then, this is now. So let's see if we've got some questions out here in panel land. I don't see anybody else that has joined us here on the panel. So let's go. Let's start with Chris Tiazone. We usually wait till last for Chris, but go ahead, Chris. Have you got a question for us, brother?
Yes, for a while, I'm quite ready to show it, and quite frankly, I I prepared two questions, but that as of last week, and for honesty's sake, it's coming from John Barilla, and I just got his permission to use it, and here it goes. Because I wasn't able to prepare for my own. Okay, here it is. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You are
Hello,
audible.
hello.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Yes,
Hey,
okay.
whoa.
I thought all right. So this is courtesy of John Barilla. I'm using it for now as my own. Thanks, John. So yes, guess, hashtag products, hashtag technology, etc., and hashtag on passive issues. That's a credit to John. Okay, question. What is the latest blog that came out on May 20 at 12 noon? 12 p.m. Sorry, 12 p.m. Okay, that is the question. Hello?
All right. What is the latest blog that came out May 20th at noon? Let's go to the
All right, so
attendees, and Ms. Nakamoto will check the answers.
All right.
say yeah, we have choices to make it easy. Is it letter A, video conferencing, your comprehensive handbook? Letter B, is it top futuristic technologies that will change the world in 2024? Or is it letter C, the evolution of marketing communication in the social media era?
All right.
Okay. So looking it up probably. Irena says A. Mel Macarno says A. Franz Marcelin says B.
Oh, there's A, and B.
Says C. Greg Hill says UI think without checking. C. Don Twihart says A. Jillian says A. Deborah Long says A. Clover Kelly says A. Eileen Cowell says C.
All right.
There's a pause. Nothing else is coming.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Chris for the answer.
Yes, I think the other majority perhaps are using a mobile phone. That's why they it's quite difficult for them to shift applications to check on the ONPASSIVE website and the blog section. We understand, and here it goes. The answer is the video conferencing your comprehensive handbook. Um, it's really interesting as for us to know more about OConnect, and yeah, it's coming from um, again the blog section of our website, and yeah, thanks for your participation, and thank you, John. I have two questions, and I'll reserve it later for the other one, Rob.
All
Well,
right.
you're welcome, Chris. And if you notice, I put in my answer in the chat, and I said I'd go with Don and Deborah on this one. I sort of cheated and gave the answer.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Chris and John. All right. Let's now go to Greg Hill. Greg, have you got a question for us, brother?
Okay, can I share my screen?
Yes.
You may.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll bring up this here real quick. Okay, so the question is, oh, can you see what I got up here?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure. So the question is, what audio video technology does OConnect use? Is it WebRTC and HTML5 technology, or B, is it WebVRTC and HTML5 technology?
Good
A or B?
question. It's an A or B. What audio video technology does OConnect use? Is it a WebRTC and Hotmail,
No.
HTML, excuse me, technology, or is it VRTC and HTML5? Well, let's go to the panel for some answers.
Let's see. Waiting for it.
All right, a little light on the answers tonight.
All right. We have, let's see who the first to answer is. Scrolling up. Yeah. The first to answer is Don Hart with B. Got a B. And so does Jillian Hanna. John Barilla says A. And Irene says, you tell me, Greg. And she's laughing. B. Clover County, B. France, Sukumar Biswal. Sukumar Biswal says, I'd go with John. Mohammed Rafikipi says, Kaye says B. Melanie Marcano says A. Those are the answers so far.
All right.
Oh, and, oh, okay. I noticed they changed the lock. You know the lock that's by the group chat at the top? They put something around the lock to make it more prominent, I guess. Like that. It sticks out more. All right, those are the answers so far.
All righty, let's go to Greg. Have we got the answer from Mr. Hill?
Yes, sir. We do have the answer, and I'll say John Barilla got it to start with. The answer is A. Audio video technology that OConnect uses is a WebRTC and HTML5 technology. It is the best quality that connects the browser with OConnect continuously, and that's found at, and you can see down there, it's on your blog basic.com, products, OConnect, and then facts, and it's question number 4 are on there. And that's it for that one. So letter A is the answer.
A is the correct answer. Thank you for that, John. Greg, we'll be back to you in a few minutes for another question, John. Greg.
That's fine.
Their hairdos are a little different. I should be able to keep them separated.
Just don't call me late to dinner, that's all.
I know that's right. All right, here we go. Let's go to Mel Mel. Mel Mel, bring it, please.
And John, if you can stop sharing the screen, please.
Thank you, Rob. One second. Okay. What is one of the largest companies in the UAE, that is the United Arab Emirates, that was established in Dubai in 2008? I'll repeat.
Greg, you have
What?
to you have to unshare the screen. Okay, that's it.
So I'll repeat
What?
the question, Rob, if you don't mind.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, please.
Everybody got a nice sneak preview.
What is one of the largest companies in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, that was established in Dubai in 2008? One of the largest company in UAE, established in 2008. I will give a little more hint. It leaves the seed in the production of events and activities such as festivals, concerts, and entertainment events that are appropriate and consistent with government policies. What is the largest company in the UAE that was established in Dubai in 2008?
All right. What is the largest company established in 2008 in the UAE, or in Dubai, I should say? And Mel, we're going to the panel. We're going to the attendees and see what we got.
Right. The first. Let me scroll up to make sure. I think the first person to answer is Don. Don Swihart says, best moments events. Hi, Balash. And after that, Chris says, EMAR, EMAAR. I don't really recall. It was shown in the Burj Khalifa light show. Those are the two answers so far.
All righty. Any other answers while we're at it? What is the largest company that started up in 2008 in the UAE?
All right. Let's see what else people have said. John Barilla says best moments events. Thank you, Balash. He says, I love ONPASSIVE. I love RobLynn Live. Thank you. Franz Marcelin says best moment event. And Sarananda says EMAR, maybe. EMMAR. That's it for now.
All righty. Let's go to Mel for the answer.
Yes, so Don and John and whoever said best moments events they're all correct. That's the answer.
All right.
All right. So Best Moments was the largest company established in 2008 in the UAE. Thank you for that one. Appreciate it. Let's see, where are we going next? I believe we're going to Dawn and DL. Go ahead, Dawn first, and then DL with a question.
All right, everyone. How many links are currently in the OES under My Links tab?
Do that again.
How many links are currently in our OES under the My Links tab?
Okay. John Barilla says 72. Mel says 72. Irena 72. Sarananda 72.
Ah, there's some well-read people here tonight.
And we have Isabel saying 72, Eileen 72, Deborah Long 71, Carmela 72, Jillian 72, Rabindra Kumar says 72, Franz Marcelin says 72, and Chris says, I'll go with John Barilla and his evil twin, 72, LOL.
All right, any other guesses?
Jillian says 71 or 72.
That's a question for tonight.
Which one, Jillian? You gotta pick one. And that's it for answers.
All right, let's go back to you and let's have the answer there, madam.
Okay.
It is 72.
All right, 72 it is. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. 72 it is. Over to DL for a question. Go ahead, sir.
Thanks, Rob. My question is, name just 2 best moment event venues in partnership with ONPASSIVE. I'll say that again. Name just 2 best moment venues in partnership with ONPASSIVE.
All right, we're looking for answers. No answers yet. Okay, Chris is the first to answer. He says Coca-Cola Arena? Question mark.
Good answer. Any other answers? Come on out there, panel. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Attendees, I mean.
Mel says festivals and concerts. And Greg says World Cup soccer. Isabel Bailey says supercars. Franz Marcelin says one was a concert and also supercars.
All right, good answers all the way around.
That's all I see for now.
All right, for now, let's go back to the one, the only. Go ahead, sir.
Greg says, yeah, supercars for sure. And John Barilla says supercars.
All right, let's go back to DL for the answer.
Deborah Long says hashtag supercars, hashtag World Cup soccer.
And I'll go back to DL for the answer.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Chris Tiazone is, he got one of them, actually. There are 6 partnerships that ONPASSIVE is in, and Chris Tiazone got one. Coca-Cola Arena is one of them. The other 2 that I was thinking of was Dubai Opera and the Dubai Police are 2 more partnerships that ONPASSIVE has. And again, Dubai Opera and Dubai Police, but there are 6 total. Good job, Chris.
Good answer, and a good answer. Okay, Pedro's still not here. Carmela, did you want to do a question or just stand by?
Yes, I can. I have 2 questions even.
All right, go ahead.
The first question is in OMail, there are several options for sharing where you can share directly. What is the 4 options to share directly from the OTrim after you trim the URL?
All right, could we have that one more time, Carmela, so I get it straight?
When you make a shorter URL in OTrim, there are 4 options to share it. Where is the option to share directly from the OTrim?
Okay, where is the option to share in OTrim?
Yes.
Did I get that right? Okay.
Yes, the link.
Okay, where is the option to share the link in OTrim? All right. Let's go to the attendees, please.
Greg Hill says, got me. And then Greg Hill says, under actions. John Barilla says, Facebook. Greg Hill says, under actions. Franz Marcelin says, actions button. And
All right.
Sukumar Biswas says, on action head. And Irena says, FX in ONET.
All right.
The
Any
answer
other
is,
answers?
I
you
don't
want me to say
understand.
the answer?
I didn't understand, I guess, said John Barilla.
Okay, I will say the question again. When you go to the O trim and you short a link, there is the option to share. When you press the button of share, there are 4 options where it goes. What is the options that the share is for?
Okay, so when you go to OTrim and you click on share, there's a drop down menu or a menu, I guess, and there's 4 options to share. So what are the 4 options?
That's it.
That is the question. Yes.
Let's see. Greg says Facebook, LinkedIn, and 2 more.
Yes.
Very good.
Facebook
So
and LinkedIn and
what
2
are the
more.
other 2?
What is
Okay,
what is the 2 more?
And John Barilla says LinkedIn and Facebook. Chris says, oh, I'll change or add my guest. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and ONET. Greg Hill says ONET and X. Mel says Instagram and X. So what are the 3rd and 4th options?
The 4 option is Facebook, X, LinkedIn, and ONET.
And ONET. The purple one.
We can
ONET.
share the ONET. That's the point.
All right.
Okay.
So ONET would be the one we want to
Immediately
select, right?
from the O-Trim, you can share to the ONET.
All right.
Very nice.
That's what I like it.
That's the way we like it too. All right. Very good. Thank you.
And Irena says, that's what I said.
Ready.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you, Carmela. Let's go to John Barilla. Have you got a question for us, buddy?
Yes. And of course, one of mine was already asked. Was the links question. I had that as a choice, but I have a couple of others. So I always try to do that because it's for some reason it seems like someone always beats me to the punch with one or two of my questions. Okay. So here's one though. This is not too complicated. I don't know how many people get it, but I don't know if you mentioned yet tonight, Rob. You usually say how many RobLynn lives there have been. How many consecutive RobLynn lives there have been? So I'm asking kind of a two-parter in a way for myself because I'd like to know how many consecutive RobLynn lives have there been and how many have I, because I type that in the chat all the time and I've mentioned on many occasions how many I have actually missed. So how many RobLynn lives are there and how many have I actually missed in those consecutive RobLynn lives?
Ooh. All right. So who all was paying attention tonight when we said 600, 600 some odd?
Oh, it's a good thing it's finished.
How many has John missed?
All right, we got a first answer coming from Mel. Mel says 645. Irena says 6. Let me pause this here. Irena says 645 and 2, meaning John missed 2. Franz Marcelin says 645. You missed 2. Don Swihart says 645 and 2. Isabel says John missed 2. Greg Hill says missed 1, 6:45. Eileen Cowell says 6:45. And Chris Tiazon says 2, question mark. And Mel says John has missed 2. Pretty good guesses. Good guesses.
All right, good guesses all the way around. What's the answer, sir? Go ahead.
Yeah, that was fun. I thought it'd be fun to see who the heck would remember what I've missed, because I say I'm so obnoxious how often I go, and I've only missed 2 of the 645 consecutive RobLynn lives. And you almost said my answer there, Rob. You held up just in time.
Well, I've been known to hold up just like a horse, an old horse. All right. Thank you for that, John. Pedro's not here. We don't see Francis Tay as of yet as well. So we could go ahead and start round 2. Does anybody have any second questions they'd like to throw out? All right, go ahead, Mel, with question number 2.
Thank you, Rob. Okay. What is one of ONPASSIVE largest and most varied and integrated media channels? It controls a variety of media and information outlets, and it has an internet in the creation of maintenance and websites, personal accounts, and media outlets. What is one of ONPASSIVE's largest and most varied and integrated media channels?
All right. So, what is the most active media channel? Is that what you were getting at?
No. What is one of ONPASSIVE's largest and most varied and integrated media channels?
The largest, varied, and most integrated media channel.
All right, got it. Let's go to the attendees.
Irena says O Media, or is it OI Media? Irena says O Media. Chris says O Media, or is it OI Media? Carmela says O Media. And we have Don Swihart saying O Media AE. Sadananda says O Media. Eileen Cowell says O Media.
Alrighty, so it looks like O Media is getting the nod pretty much.
John Barilla says O Media.
Well, there you go.
That's it for guesses.
Alrighty, let's go to Mel.
Correcto. O Media.
All right.
ONPASSIVE O Media.
All right. O Media it is.
All right. Thank you for that. Question number 2 from Mel. Carmela, you said you have a second question. Go ahead.
My second question is in the all mail, there is an option for folders. What needs to be recorded?
All right. Repeat that one more time, please, Carmela.
In the all mail, there is an option of open folders.
Okay.
What needs to be recorded in that folders? What you have to type to make the recorder for the folders?
What do you have to type to record for the folders? Did I get that right?
Yes, to make it, you have to make folders for your emails. For example, if you have emails, you want to make many folders. How you create it? What you have to type there? You type the button of folders and give you 3 options of. I will give you a clue. 3 options of what you have to do. what you have to do to type, to create
what do you
your
have to
folders.
type? Right, for the folders, right? What do you have to type in
Create
there?
the folder, to create.
To create the folders, what do you have to type in? All right, let's go to the attendees.
Okay, we got some guesses already. Greg says you have to type a password. Chris Piazon says passcode. 4 unique numbers to lock the folder. Sadananda Das says publish option password key. Publish option password. Don Swihart says create folder. And Greg Hill says if you set the password. Isabel Bailey says folder name and folder color.
Folder name and folder color. I know folder name.
The answer is 3 folder names. You choose your color and your password, passcode. And then you save
got
it.
it.
Okay, folder name, folder color. Then you type in the passcode, and then you save it. Thank you, Carmela.
All righty, thank you for that. That was good, Carmela. Real good question, actually. All right, let's go to Greg Hill. Greg, have you got a second question?
Okay, and this time I'll try to not mess up and leave my screen share going. Sorry, I left the answer out there. If somebody was watching real close, they might have caught it. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen real quick here again. And,
All right, go ahead.
We'll just bring up the question here, and the question is, question number 2: how do you limit access to an event room? By creating a QR code, by creating a special link, or by creating a it's supposed to say password, I guess. Password.
A password. All right, of course.
Yeah, I
How do you
forgot to
limit
ask
access to an event room? You create a QR code, you create a special link, or you create a password.
password. Yeah.
All right. Let us see what the answers are. Go
I was
ahead.
in a hurry.
Take your best guess. A, B, or C.
Funny.
Anything in the past? The attendee, please.
We got Irena saying C, Eileen C, John Berla C, Deborah Long C, Sarananda C, Don Swihart C, Melanie Marcano C, Charlie Ellis C, Chris Tiazan C by creating a password. Those are the guess answers so far. Oh, Carmela says C.
I hope I made it easy enough.
All right. Those are your answers so far. Great, go ahead.
Okay, well, here's the answer then. The answer is C. You can create a password to secure event rooms so participants with the password can join. And that's found down here. And it's question number 8 they had under facts and questions. Let me
That's the
unshare.
only way in is with a passcode.
That would be the only way in is with a password.
All right. Makes sense to me.
So you can limit people that coming.
All righty then. Let's go now down to Dawn and DL for their second question. If you have one, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Where do you find your ticket status in the OES? Where do you find the ticket status in the OES?
There's a good question. Where do you find the ticket status in the OES? Good question.
Founders.
All right, let's see if we've got any answers to that. Waiting for answers. Under my name, top right, Erin says. Jillian says C. I think that's the previous question. So far, Irena has answered. She's saying, under my name, top right. Gregory Hill says, O founder support. Waiting for answers.
All right, so we have some answers from the attendees. Come on.
Mel says, under my name, top right. Christine says, under my profile section, in the OES dashboard. Sadananda says, profile with support. Eileen Cowell says, under profile. John Barilla says, in profile drop down. All right, that's it.
All right, good answers. Let's go back to Dawn for the answer.
Okay, it's the next tab below calendar. It says ticket status in the marketplace menu.
Okay.
All righty. We're digging deeper on these questions. I like it every week. This is good stuff. That's how we learn it. That's for sure how we learn it. All right, let's swing across the couch to DL.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. What was the newest product that's upcoming mentioned on today's OP360? What was the newest product that was mentioned that's upcoming on OP360?
Good question. On OP360, was that part 1 or part 2 or either one?
I'd seen it in part 1.
All right. In part 1. In part 1 is the correct spot for that.
All right.
Let's go to the attendees.
All right. Okay. We've got some answers here. Greg Hill says, O verify. Eileen Cowell says, O verify. John Barilla says, O robot. Sadananda Das says, O verify. And Greg Hill says, I never saw it. Chris Tiazan says, I don't know. LOL. I wasn't able to listen to it yet. Carmela Schwartz says, O verify. And Chris says, O verify, as they say. Melanie Marcano says, O robot. And Irena says, I have to clear my ears. That's funny.
All right.
Any more responses? Good participation tonight.
Excellent participation. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. And let's see how many folks are joining us on OConnect. If I may, let's see here. On OConnect, there's 68, not too shabby. And you guessed it, let's check out the YouTube channel. 68 and 50, so Nelly, 57, 125. 125 for the night.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Very kind of everybody to show up and participate in our Q&A, our roundtable Q&A. So, man, these questions are getting tougher.
All right. Any other guesses for this? What is that new product that was discussed today on OP360? And Jillian says it has something to do with a robot.
Oh, robot, a robot. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's go back to DL. I know he's got the answer.
John, Melanie, and Jillian are correct. It was mentioned as O robot.
Oh,
very well done.
Robot. Ooh,
good question. Awesome.
Excellent question, for sure, DL. Thank you for that.
Christian Zahn says, Robbie the robot, LOL.
Robbie the robot coming back. He was pretty strong at Jitech, so yeah, maybe we'll bring Robbie back and let him pass out some brochures.
And Greg Hill says, what? Mel Marcano
Where you been, Greg? Where you been?
Yeah. Mel Marcano says, mini and big robot.
All right. Okay, let's go to John Barilla. Have you got a second question, John?
Yes, I do. But luckily I wrote a lot because both Don and DL have beat me to the punch on 2 questions, because that's why I answered this one so quickly, because I had, oh, anyway, it's okay. Robot, of course. Here's the thing, though. I made mine into a 2-part question. So you kind of stole my first one as far as the robot goes. But so, and let me just tell you what my question was. Part 1 was, OnPassive is pleased to introduce its new product, an innovative product that combines modern technology and artificial intelligence to provide a unique interactive experience for the users. What is the new product? And of course, the answer would have been robot. But that was only part 1 of mine. So I didn't, yes, they beat me to it, but that's okay, because yes, it was robot. Now I have part 2, so I'm okay. I have something else to ask you now. Think about it. Part 2. There are actually 2 of those robot. There's 2 robots. So I'm saying one of them is called, I'm even going to give it to you. I could have said, what are they? But I'm going to even give it to you. Mini robot, which is actually 30 centimeters. And the big robot is 165 centimeters. But what I want to know is, see, I could even ask you, give me the size of each robot. But I'm not doing that. I'm asking you, what is each robot designed to do? Because they don't do the exact same thing. So think about it. A little robot and a big robot. And what is each one of them specifically designed to do? Excuse me.
All right, within OnPassive, we have a big robot and a little robot. And what are they, either one, designed to do? Did I get that right?
Yes, you did. And that's mini robot and big robot.
All right.
All right.
So comments so far is Charlie Ellis says, hold on. Charlie Ellis says, yeah, I like a big robot. And we have Isabel Bailey. She says, I want a robot. And Charlie Ellis says, big robot. Mel says, the mini robot helps with inter-office duties. And Don Swihart says, little is personal and big is business. And Chris Tiazon says, I'll go with Mel. LOL. Sadananda Das says, table robot mini, big robot. Chris Tiazon says, I'll also go with Don. LOL. Jillian Hanna says, wow, robot. All right, keep on bringing in those guesses. The 2 robots are different, right? The mini and the big one have they do different things. What do they do? Does anybody know?
Well, all righty, back to the attendees for those answers.
I don't see any answers, so.
If you think about it, you might come up with something.
Okay, Chris T says, I'm just getting information with you guys, so I don't need to listen to the OP360 replay. Ha, ha, ha. Come on, you guys.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Charlie Ellis says, big robot is like Big John. Either way, productivity. Okay, so they both help with productivity. Yes, I would agree. But they're different. What is the difference between what the small robot does and what the big robot does?
All right, really, what does the small robot do and what does the big robot do?
It's a good question.
Excellent question, actually.
Makes you think. I don't see any.
There's no answers. All right, Johnny, let's have it.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, it's basically this. The mini robot, maybe it's like what is that, C3PO or something. You know, it's a little short, not too big. But that robot is designed basically used as an office tool, you know, like someone doing things for the for the people who work in the office, maybe delivering things to their desk or, you know, various functions that would happen in the office. And it's an office tool. Now that's mini robot, but then the big robot, the one that's the what was the size of it again? The where is it? 165 centimeters. That's the size of a human size or larger. So that robot is basically designed to interact with the public in conferences and public spaces, like maybe a museum or maybe some of the places we've had on Passive, where we literally have been promoting on Passive, and there was a robot there that people could communicate with. So that's basically for public use in public spaces to communicate, and the other one is basically to be used. The little guy is used in an office as an office tool.
All right. Thank you for that. Excellent question, man. These questions are getting hot. I like it. All right. Speaking of hot, let's go to that guy in the Philippines, Chris Tarzan Tiazon. Go ahead, Chris.
Yes, thank you very much. Here's the screen share again, and would like to show John Barilla's question as of last week. So I called this part 4 of 4 because he has prepared 4 questions as of last week and just presented 2. And now here it goes. Uh, Courtesy of hashtag ONPASSIVE JJB Tinman. How many events can I host on the OConnect platform? That's the question. Is it letter A? OConnect permits you to create as many events as you need in your record? Or is it letter B? The platform allows you once daily for 7 days? Or is it letter C? They said it was option B.
Mhm.
So it's option B.
Is it A, B, or C?
Oh, A, B. Okay.
Mhm. All right. Let us go to the chat. Give people a few seconds to think. I have to figure out which one is for this question. Okay. Like the one in Dubai, Irene said, the big robot that we saw in Dubai. All right. And Sadananda says, yes, big robot interacts with humans. Greg Hill says A is the answer to this current question.
All right.
Charlie Ellis says, nice pick, Big John. Greg Hill says letter A. Don Swihart says B. Bell says A. Ananda says A. Eileen Cowell says A. Deborah Long A. Isabel Bailey A. Pedro Estrada A. Charlie Ellis A. And we have John Barilla saying A, of course. Ken Roy Gallion says A. Great participation, guys. Good job.
That's sure.
Yeah, we appreciate you all. It's good to have fun and learn at the same time. I think that's the perfect recipe for learning. Enjoying while learning. All right. And we have Edith Okocha who says A. All right. I think that's it for answers so far. Oh, we have Greg Hill. John, you have to rescue yourself. LOL, says Greg. Greg Hill.
All right, Chris, back to you.
Yes, the options is the options there is a giveaway. So the answer is letter A. So okay, and this comes from the FAQs in our OES. And thanks for your participation. And again, thank you, John Barilla, for this one. Back to you, Rob.
All right. Thank you for that, Chris. All right. Everybody's asked 2 questions, and we've gotten plenty of answers here. And we're still running strong. I see there's 70 in the in OConnect, and let's take a peek on the YouTube channel. Oh, 57. Let's go for 127, shall we? 127 tonight. That's not too
Shabby.
woo-hoo, doggies. All right, good stuff, everybody. Great questions by the panel. Did I see Pedro was in the chat? Is Pedro coming on the panel, or?
I don't see him in the chat.
I just heard someone say Pedro said.
Yeah, he's not in the chat.
Okay. I must be hearing things again. That would not shock me. So, that all being said, are we ready? Do we have any signing tonight, or you want to bring some more people to the
I
panel?
think we have what everybody has prepared 3 questions, so we can go.
I
one
didn't
round.
know that.
Mhm.
Okay, we can go one more question then.
All right. Whoever wants to lead with the 3rd question they have, go ahead and let us know. Hello?
All right. All right, so who are we going with first? Let's go to Mel. Have you got a 3rd question for us?
Yes, I do, Rob.
Oh, then let's have it.
Okay, thank you. So, which countries does ecosystem.onpassive.live.com receive most of its visitors from? So which countries does ecosystem.onpassive.live.com receive most of its visitors from? Which
Now, is this a website you're asking about?
Yes, so which countries does ecosystem.onpassive.live.com receive most of its visitors from? Which countries?
All right. Which countries does OnPassive's website receive the most traffic from? Did I get that right?
No, visitors, Rob.
Visitors.
Right.
I'm sorry, visitors. So kind of like clicks. All right.
Pedro's in the chat. He says sorry that he had computer problems.
Okay, no problem at all, Pedro. Thanks for being here, brother.
No problem.
All right, did I get that right, Mel, or am I off base a little?
Yeah, you're somewhat right. So which countries ecosystem.onpassive.live.com receive most of its visitors from?
All right.
All righty. Let's go to the attendees.
I see Irena Sexala says India. Sadananda Das says India. Bruce Gerstein, India. Chris Chizan says India. Charlie Ellis says India. Eileen Cowell, India. Greg Hill says India. Deborah Long says India. Chris Chizan says then US? Question mark. Carmela says Dubai. Kenroy Gallion says India. Isabel Bailey says India, and Surija Jana says India. So those are the guesses we have.
Looks like India may be the odds-on favorite to win. Let's go, Mel.
Yeah, so I asked which countries, so it's more than one, does ecosystem.onpassive.live.com receive most of its visitors from? So ecosystem.onpassive.live.com receives most of its visitors from the US, Chris is right for one, China, and Brazil. Those are the 3 countries.
Wow. U.S., China, and Brazil.
Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
All right, let's go on to the next.
All right, let's go. Johnny, have you got another question for us, John Barillo?
Well, here's the thing. I've answered more than my share tonight. I asked more than my share, and I always have more. But even the one that I was going to ask next was answered earlier because it was the O-Media question. And even I gave a couple of questions to Chris that I had from last week. But I'm going to say I think I got one more because I always have many questions that I haven't asked yet. I just dug one from my notebook here. So I'm going to try this one. Uh, all right, let's see here. What can I say? Okay, just first let me let you know about the ONPASSIVE ecosystem. Access digital solutions on the SaaS subscription model from ONPASSIVE Ecosystem, a multi-platform hub for business acceleration. Now, how can you access the ONPASSIVE ecosystem? That's my question. After I told you what it is, how can you access the ONPASSIVE ecosystem?
How can you access it?
Yeah, and this is easier than you might think.
Okay, and Greg, only by registration.
Ooh, good answer.
Anybody else? Registration is Sadananda. Bruce Gerstein says, only if you are registered. Charlie Ellis says, register first. There's a pause. Sarita Jana says, migrating from old founders. And Bruce Gerstein says, you must have an old mail. And Irena Stexala says, from onpassive.com, make an account first. Is that sufficient?
All right.
Those are your responses, John.
All right, John, let's go to you for the answer. What's the correct answer, brother?
Okay, well, it basically, even the folks that said something other than the answer is actually simple. How can you access the ONPASSIVE ecosystem? Well, by registering and joining ONPASSIVE. So if you already in ONPASSIVE, some of the other folks said the way you would access it. So everybody was technically right. But all I was going for is somebody who's not necessarily an ONPASSIVE. How can they access it? Well, you got to access it by registering and joining ONPASSIVE. But everybody really got that right, even the folks that were founders. Yeah. So there you go. And I think I'm going to have to write some more questions for next week because I've used up all of my questions I could possibly have by extra questions.
We'll be back next week on Wednesday. You can count on it. Let's go to Greg Hill. Have you got a third question, Greg?
Well, I have a question, but I don't know that maybe I'll share it last, okay? Because it's kind of a different kind of question. It's a question that, well, you know me, I'm out there, right, Rob? and I'm really into AI. So AI, the question is through AI. So anyway, and it's more fun. We have to have a little bit of fun, and I'm not so serious all the time. So ask me last. Unless you want to hear it now.
Last. All right, let's put a dot next to you for last. All right. Let's see. Carmela, have you got a third question or just two?
I'm not prepared to ask another
That's
question.
fine. No. Two is good. Two is good. All right. And well, Dawn and DL, have you got third questions as well?
I got a third question. It's been asked several times. I just want to jolt some people's memories. What does CATMO stand for?
What does CATMO stand for? Okay, let's go to the attendees and the panelists. What does CATMO stand for?
All right, here we go. Who's going to be first to answer? It's kind of long. If not, you can't just answer one word. It's going to be a phrase. So people are busy probably typing at this moment.
All right. What does CATMO stand for? Anybody have that answer?
I'm sure they will in a few seconds.
Okay.
Still waiting. Waiting for an answer. All right. First to chime in is Sadananda Das. Sadananda says, complete automation, targeted traffic, and money.
Ooh, good answer.
Srijit Jana is second to answer, and he says, complete automation and monetary solution. Anybody else?
Good answers.
And Greg Hill says, I go with Sadananda.
Always best.
John Burley says, Sadananda, I'm going with him. So again, everybody's going with Sadananda so far, who says complete automation, targeted traffic, and money.
All right. Sounds like good answers to me.
Waiting. Anybody else going to chime in, you guys? Is that it? All right, we got Chris T. He says complete digital solution. A is automated. T is targeted traffic. MO is massive opportunity or money. And Surijit is adding to his answer. He says also targeted traffic. Mel Marcano says CATMO, complete acquisition targeted money. Gianna is here, and Gianna says Sadananda is correct. And Greg Hill gives Christie's answer a thumbs up. Bruce Gerstein says Sadananda 0. Any more answers from the crowd there? Pedro Estrada says complete solution, automation, targeted traffic, apples. Mel Marcano says, I tried.
All right, let's get that answer. Go ahead, DL.
Yes, Sadananda Das had it pretty much right on the money, as did Melanie and Srijit. But that's what it stands for: complete automatic traffic and money. Absolutely. Good job, people. Thank you.
All right, everybody's tuned in.
I have another question.
I like it.
What? Who said it was chocolate?
That was Carmela. Go ahead.
In the ecosystem, we have the OChat virtual assistant. When you click on the virtual assistant, there is some options. What question you want to ask about our feature, our product? Which product is announced in the chatbot virtual assistant?
All right, which product is announced in the chatbot? Was that right?
Yes, when you clicked on the button of the chatbot, he asks you for few options of questions. Type which one, what is the name of that product that the chatbot is offer.
All right, what is the name of the chatbot? Did I get that right?
No, what is the name of the
Oh,
product that the
When you click on it, they come. Hey, I will make it. I will give you a clue. There is 8 names of product that he can talk about it. What is the name that was listed?
what is the name
No,
that
nobody
was,
opened the chat.
what was the last statement you said? I missed it, Carmela.
The chat is the little robots that go on the ecosystem, you know, the little one that you find inside.
Yes.
When you click on him to ask him question, he's like Siri, you know. There are some options that you can ask about. What is the
What can,
options?
okay, what can you ask the chat bot about? What questions can you ask the chat bot?
Yeah, basically, it's with categories that you can ask questions about. That's what you're going for.
Category, category. What category of information can you ask the chat bot to answer?
All
What are
right.
the categories? Thank you, John. We have, let's scroll up a bit. Verify, Greg Hill says. Bruce Gerstein says, chat. Sadananda says, tracker by chatbot. John Swihart says, virtual assistant. Jillian Hanna says, verify. Mohammed Rafikipi says, domain. Isabel Bailey says, several products as mail, OConnect, tracker, OES, founder, and trim. Eileen Powell says, founder, OES, mail, ONet, trim, etc. Kiri Malapas Gandhi says, OES. Mel Marcano says, mail. Deborah Long says, chat options, mail, trim, ONet. Irena says, I said 8 of them. Sadananda says, Carmela, question clear us. Bruce Gerstein says, I think has name Sona too. And Isabel gave that complete answer, and Mel says, go, Isabel. Chris Tiazan says, 7 categories. Yeah. Greg Hill says, perfect, Deborah. And Surijit says to Bruce Gerstein, right, our chatbot name is Sona, by the name of its creator, Sonalika. Chris Tiazan says, it's 8 in the 3 dots. And Chris says 7 categories, yeah. And Gregory says, thumbs up to Chris.
All right, let's get the answer.
The chat bring 8 categories. It's most of the, you said it right, but my prompter did, okay. It says all founders, OES, OMail, ONet, OTrim, OConnect, OTracker, and OVerify.
All right, thank you for that, Carmela. Great question.
And Chris Tiazan says, I'm changing my answer, Greg, LOL. Chris Tiazan says, I miscounted the circles, LOL.
All right. All right, well, thank you, Carmela. Let's go back to Dawn. We didn't mean to skip over you like that, Dawn. Go ahead if you have a third question.
I don't have a third question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, hey,
No, that's nothing to be sorry.
Pardon me. I know. Does anybody know what today was? Well, Carmelo, I thought, okay. So, does anybody know what today was?
Today is
Hamburger Day.
You got it. You get it. You win. It was Hamburger Day.
Hamburger Day?
Yeah.
So, yes, Hamburger Day. That's my last question.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for answering it so quickly. That way we all know the answer. Today was Hamburger Day.
Okay.
All right. Oh, my goodness. Chris Tiazone, have you got a question for us? A third one? Captain Chris.
I have nada, none.
Nada. Okay, that takes care of that. So we got two nadas, and looks like we're going to. And Dawn had nothing extra. Third one. Let's go to Greg Hill and wrap up. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. That was funny. I like the humor that's here. That's great. It's good stuff. Okay, so I'm not a really great reader like some people are. I always wish I was, but practice makes better, right? So anyway, uh, and I like thinking out of the box, yes. And with this Chat GPT that's been moving around or here, and everybody seems to have it. Every time you turn around, there's one on the page that you're using, which is interesting. So, and I've been playing around with my Google. It's by my bed, and every night I set the alarm. Every morning I ask questions and all kinds of weird things of it, and try to stump it. And I know I'm surprised. Don't play DL chess because he plays computers. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in. But here's what I did. Since Chat GPT is being used by many of us here for different reasons, I asked it a question. And it's kind of a funny question, and you've heard it before, and I wanted to see what the answer was because I want to know where this thing's coming from. So it was kind of a cool answer. So anyways, my question was, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And the Chat GPT came back with, a woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Then it says, but if you want specific, well, it's a tongue twister rather than a literal question. The phrase is more about the fun of language and wordplay than the actual inquiry into the woodchucking abilities of a woodchuck. So
Wow.
for just fun, it was pretty smart the way it answered me, actually. So that was my question, my final question today. And nobody has to answer it, but they could hear it.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg. We need a little humor here and there, and that was very apropos. All right. Do we have any signing tonight?
Yes, we do.
All righty.
So we have Deb Long who will be teaching signs. So what we're going to do now is open this up to community time. All right. So any of you who would like to come in to the panel, feel free to do so. We are going to enable the speaker request feature now. And let me change the ticker with the instructions on how to become a panelist. It's quite simple. As you can see in the ticker, all you have to do is click the speaker request icon as soon as I enable the feature, and we will see that you want to come to the panel, and we will let you in. So a question that you may want to answer when we have community time is the one that the panelists answered. What would you do if you could change one thing in your life? I think that would be an interesting question to ask everyone. But first, we're going to have Deb teach, and then we're going to have John sing. All right, here we go. We're going to enable the feature, the speaker request, and please come on down. You're welcome to join us. First coming in is Deborah Long. Very good.
Hey, Deb, welcome.
And Deborah has placed her sign list is in the webinar chat. It's also in the Deaf Messenger group. Hi, Deb. And it's also in our RobLynn Live chat. So feel free to look at the signing list there. Okay? Thank you, Deb. So we decided that Deb's sign name will be D, shaken like this. Because DL will be DL sign name. DL, right? So Deb's is just going to be D. Everybody make the letter D and shake it. That is Deb's sign name. All right? Everybody got it? All right. Let's bring in, we got Bilash Roy coming in. Hi, Bilash. Welcome. Next coming in is Bo, Charlie Ellis. And here comes Pedro. Hopefully he can come in. He was having some internet issues, but he got in. Yay. Anybody else want to come in before we begin with Deborah teaching signs? Come on down, people. Okay, well, people will come in gradually, I guess. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we'll begin with Deborah, who will be teaching some signs, and we'll go to side view. Oh, I'll be on side view. She'll be in the big picture. Okay, are you ready? Look for Deb. Okay. Oh, no, you don't have to look for her. She'll be in the big side. All right, here we go. Go to the side view. Everybody keep muted.
All right, here we go. Okay, I can't even see myself. It's so different. All right. Hello, everyone. My sign name is Debbie. Since you've already had the, sometimes they say Deb long, Deb. So I have a second sign name. It's Debbie. Reason is why, because I'm always disappearing. And everybody was looking all over for me. So I can use my second sign name. It's Debbie. Well, D. Debbie. So I have to create some of the sign lessons. Okay. Work. 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 I'm gonna get a book. Yeah. The second one is business. 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 Profession or professional. P. Right on top. Profession. Professional. Anything with the ER or AR is person. Profession. Professional. Now, who's the chef? S, of course. S can be a chef, cook, and a person. Cook, person. Work well, restaurant. 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 You all be waitress. Teach. Teach or to instruct. Teach or teacher. Teach. I could just teach the other people about that. Student. Learn. Person. Learn. Person. Study. I'm ready for Academy. We have to study, study, study. Announce. Two fingers. Announce. We have to have a big announcement. Announce. Discuss. Mr. Talk. Make plans. Discuss. The hand. Discuss. Advice or advice. Means this person, I'm giving you an advice. Advice. Or you advise me. Explain. 2 F's. Going back and forth. Think of the skis. You go back and forth, right? So it's explain, going back and forth. I'm explaining about unpassive. ONET. I'm going to give you some of the Stein spelling. ONE. ONET. Good boy. Media. Don't know about the Stein, so OMEDIA. Media. Mail. Mail. It's like a letter in a stamp. Mail. Trim. TRIM. Trim, or to cut, make smaller. OConnect. Or OConnect. Either one. Those are the 2 kinds we use. Robot. Like a robot. One more thing. It's not on there. I have a question for you. What's the sign for cat mode? Anybody know? Okay. Complete digital solution. Again. Complete digital back and forth solution. A, automatic. T, target traffic. People coming in. MO, money. Good job. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. All right, we'd like to, since we've got a number of you here on the panel that have added to the panel, we'd like to throw that question out to you that we asked our panelists at the beginning. Is there anything that you wish you would have done differently or wish you could change that you agreed to or did in the past? Is there some kind of choice that you regret and wish you had made a different selection? Let's hear from you guys.
We have Diana coming in. So a decision or a choice that you made that you wish you had done differently? Good question.
Everyone froze.
Oh, you go ahead and refresh.
Refresh everybody and let's go from there.
And Josh Roth is coming in. Welcome.
Mhm. All right, who's got an answer to that? What is something that you regret that you may have made that decision, wish you had made it differently? How's that?
Hi, Kailash. Nice smile. Namaste.
Namaste, Lily ma'am, namaste.
Namaste, namaskar.
I love RobLynn Live. I love ONPASSIVE. I love RobLynn Live.
Thank you. Thank you.
নমস্কার বাবু, কেমন আছেন? গুড ইভিনিং স্যার।
ভালো আছেন, ভালো আছেন। আপনি ভালো আছেন দাদা?
ভালো আছি।
I know.
He's asking me, I asked him, how are you? He replied to by Bengali, I am well. How are you? I am also replied to him, follow us. That means I am well. Thank you, ma'am.
Please, sir, number 10.
Namaskar to you all.
Namaskar.
All right, there's a couple of hands up.
Please, sir, আপনার নাম্বারটা দেবেন।
Yeah, if I
right.
If
Let's
I
go to Mel. Go ahead, Mel.
Ma'am, excuse me,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
I am extremely sorry. He asked me, I can give him my WhatsApp number. So sorry, interrupt to you. I am extremely sorry. Excuse me. I give him. বাবু এখানে দিচ্ছি, সাইডে দিচ্ছি। ধন্যবাদ।
All right.
Thank you, ma'am. I am sorry, extremely sorry. Excuse me. I interrupt to you.
That's okay, Ian. That's
Thank you,
okay.
thank you, thank you.
Welcome, Bilash. Always smiling. Okay, if I could go back, yes, I would have taken my time to date. I would have taken my time to get somebody that is, like take my time to date. Take my time and get to know people much better than I did before, instead of making decision that, could put you into jeopardy sometimes. So I would take my time. I would have taken my time to date. That's a true story.
All right. So, Mel, you would have taken your time
Yes.
instead of rushing into things. Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. All right, let's go to Dawn or DL. Whoever's got their hand raised, bring it.
Yes. Oh, Kiana? Oh, he's talking to Bilash. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Go ahead, Dawn or DL.
Thanks, Rob. Back in 2006, I was reading financial papers here in Ohio, and I seen this IPO that was offered. It had the strangest name, and I thought it was funny, actually. But the name was Google, and I regret not getting in on that IPO in 2006. Back to you, Rob.
Oh.
Live and learn, sir. Live and learn. So you got two tonight. You didn't get into Bitcoin at 6 cents, and you didn't get into Google at almost nothing.
Wait.
That's all right.
I would say most.
You're an on-passive now, so
You're okay now, but
I think you'll be all right.
I'm sure most people passed on Google and Bitcoin as well. You're not the only one.
There's one other, Rob. Back in 1975, when I was at Ohio State. I read about an IPO named Microsoft. I'd never heard of it before, and I passed on that one too.
Oh.
Man, that's strike three, brother. In baseball terms, that's a strikeout.
That's okay.
It would have been a breakout if you'd have chosen either of the three. Wow.
But we're all in on passive here, and we're blessed. We're set. Nothing to worry about.
Well, I got one too, I guess, that I regret. I had an opportunity to buy property in North Tampa for under $500 an acre, which now is like nothing, but back then it was something. $500 an acre, and what got developed on that site? Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens. Multi-billion-dollar enterprise. Man. I just didn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger. Busch Gardens now is on the site that I had the opportunity to buy. Oh yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
So many of those in our lives.
That's a strikeout on one pitch there, Rob.
That was a pop-up.
I got one for you. Back in 1979, I had opportunity to buy Tandy Corporation for 25 cents a share, which they sold to Radio Shack. I had my first computer was a TRS-80, where I had to learn basic language skills, which I didn't like, and it took me 2 weeks just to get it to type out on the screen Greg Hill. But that was hot stuff. That was like having AI at your hands. A TRS-80 Tandy. Wow, I was hot. But 25 cents a share. I couldn't believe it. And they sold it.
Oh, my goodness.
I have one,
If I
guys.
want to look back. I don't like looking back.
I knew you would there, Charlie. Go ahead, Bo.
Okay. Back in 1975, straight out of high school, played baseball for the high school team, and scouts came in and to watch me, scout me throughout the year. And after the year, I had a invite to the Philadelphia Phillies and also the Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh, and let me put also the Mets. They invited me to spring training.
To watch a game or
I
to
didn't
play?
to play for the minor league team, but I didn't want to go because I didn't want to leave my girlfriend.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
so here
no.
I am.
Oh no. Is that
I
your
didn't
wife
want to leave
now
my
to
high
where
school.
you can, did you at least
Yeah, I hope
recover
it's your
and that's
wife now.
No. This was way back in 75. So it was my girlfriend during the high school years, and I cared so much for her that I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to go and try out for that minor league team, make one of those pro teams, and here I am now. But one good thing out of it, I do. I'm doing what I do best. What I enjoy doing as far as work. I work for Franklin Sports. So I'm still in that sports mind.
Yeah, you're right there, man. That's the best bats and gloves around.
Yes, exactly.
All right. And they make gloves, right? The batting gloves too, Franklin.
Yes, exactly. We had contracts with all the pro teams, Yankees, Red Sox, you name it. Every team we get busy for them before spring training, about mid-February, and we go out throughout the whole year. Yeah.
Another shoulda, coulda, woulda moment right there. Anybody else have any of these? Man, this is getting even better. Anyone else? Let's see. Well, yeah. I don't want to miss any hands if there are any hands. Okay, and we don't want to miss John Barilla singing if he's going to sing. Hey, Mr. Barilla, are you going to sing tonight?
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, should we bring on the baritone himself?
Yeah, why not?
All right, introducing from
You missed the hand.
Steubenville, Ohio, by way of New York City.
You missed the hand.
Oh, we missed a hand?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Wait,
Okay,
Mel,
go ahead,
is your
Mel.
hand still up, Mel?
I'm sorry. Yes, it's off.
You want to talk still, right?
Yeah, quickly.
Sure. And then we have DL, I see your hand is up, and then we have Gianna. So can we go Mel, DL, and Gianna in that order? Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah. So if I had to go back, money that I had good money in my, I would have invested much better than I'm doing, like I did before. It's more like I wasted money, right? So I could have, like Greg was saying, the Bitcoins, I had a chance when it was just $40. And the young guy was telling us to buy. And I wasn't sure, I wasn't acquainted to Bitcoin, sorry. I was thinking it's some kind of money that is not good. So I let that opportunity go. And I also had good money invested, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Life goes on. But if I were to have gone back then or to do what I did before, I would have done it much better, investing. So that was what I wanted to say, and I'm done. Thank you, Rob, and thank you.
Excuse ma'am, I can say something. Just attention to Bilas Rai. For বিলাস বাবু, আমি চ্যাটের মধ্যে আমার নাম সহ নাম্বার দিয়েছি, আপনি ওখান থেকে লিখে নেন। ম্যাম, থ্যাংক ইউ। I just tell to him, I write it in chat, my mobile number, and also that is a WhatsApp number I sent to him. That is, I just attention to him by Bengali. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry interrupt to you.
Yes, thank you.
I think you're muted, Rob.
Oh,
Of course I was. My executive producer decided I needed to be muted out. So I got muted out. So I'm back. And let's see. I was going to call on you, DL.
Okay, thanks, Rob. I just wanted to commend John Barilla on his opportunity to go to Carnegie Mellon out of Pittsburgh. That is a worldwide, world famous institution, needless to say. But he got a great education there at KSU up there in Kent, so I'm very familiar with it. But I understand when he was a senior at Kent State, those were very turbulent times, and I lived very close to it all. So I'm just glad John got through it all. Back to you, Rob.
All right. Thank you there, DL. Appreciate it very much. Mel, do you see any other hands? You seem to have better eyes than I do. You see any other hands out here in Radio Land?
No, Rob, there's no more.
All right. All right. Well, let's take a peek around the world. We've got 67 still hanging with us on OConnect, and let's see where we're at on YouTube. On YouTube, we've got 39, so that's 106. Not too shabby for after 2 hours and 10 minutes. Not bad at all. So thank you, everybody. I think we're going to go to Pedro. Did you want to chime in here, or are you just chilling tonight?
No, thank you so much for calling on me. I had trouble logging in. I had changed passwords, and I got a new computer, and it was a nightmare. So I apologize. I started before 8 o'clock, and I couldn't. I finally figured it out, but you have to write down your passwords every time you change them.
Wait a minute. I've been saying that since day one.
Yeah.
I'm the same thing. I had to change passwords twice today on 2 websites. So.
Yeah. Last night when you had trouble with the internet, you were trying to change from Firefox to Chrome, and that's exactly what I went through.
Yeah. Well, I wish you'd have called me. I could have told you how. Chris Tiazone hooked me up last night and told me how to do it.
Oh, well, yeah, I figured out the hard way, but I'm sorry, I missed the whole show trying to do it. But I am on the new computer. As you can see, I have my background. I have my picture, so I am good. And I had just a quick question that you will probably emphasize later, if I can make it.
Go.
What is going on at 2 o'clock on the 29th, and where is it found?
Okay, at 2 o'clock today, it was round 2, or the second part of OP 360, and Ash Mafar was the lead alligator there. He was there. So
Okay.
Ash was there for 2 hours there. Didn't hear a whole lot of nuggets being dropped, but it was a nice friendly chat amongst ONPASSIVians and Ash.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Several of the leaders were there. The replay, I think, is already posted up in the back office. You can check on that. Marty,
Yeah. I have the link here. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Appreciate it.
All right. I'm going to scroll around and make sure we didn't miss anyone. We did not. So I think it's time for our baritone. Oh, go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry. Oh, you just waving to say howdy?
Oh. No, actually, I'm waving to say sorry. I'm turning into a taxi man again. So I'm missing John's song, darn it. I'll catch it on a recording, I hope. You guys have a great time. I love you all. It's been a lot of value here tonight. And I just really think it's going to grow and continue to get that way. Thanks, everybody. Take care, all right? We'll see you tomorrow.
Don't go away. We got to do a picture. So one picture. Just one, I promise.
We're going to have any of you there to go ahead and take a picture. Because I have that white writing on my side. So just a few of you take a picture as we say 1, 2, 3 and put it in the group, RobLynn Live group, if you don't mind. All right, are you guys ready? Deb, any sign? I love you? Okay. Everybody do I love you? Bo, Pedro, Chris, Elash, I love you. Yeah, he got it. He got it. All right, everybody. So whoever's going to take a picture and help us out, take the screenshot for us on the count of 3. 1, Bo. I love you, Bo. Hands up. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Take the picture.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
All right, we'll see you. Drive
See
carefully.
you guys.
See you,
Yeah,
Greg.
thank you. See
Thank
you.
you. We have Joseph coming in.
From India, I'll bet.
I don't know if it's Joseph D'Souza or not. Oh, it is D'Souza. Yes, it is.
Welcome, Mr. D'Souza. Welcome.
Joseph from India. Welcome. Nice to have you here. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else wants to say a few words before we listen to John sing? I think we're good.
Yeah.
So we're going to have John sing.
We are going to have John sing. Let's go, Johnny.
Are you sure?
Go, Johnny, go. Go, Johnny, go.
All right, but just to say something to what DL had mentioned about Carnegie Mellon, like I said, it's a highly ranked theater school. But I must say that Kent State, especially today, nowadays, it's in the top 25, especially in musical theater schools. So it's not too bad, too shabby to go to Kent State in theater either. But one thing to mention about Carnegie Mellon, the year that I would have been a senior and was at Kent State, and as DL said, I was there at a very difficult time and a historic time, actually, which we won't go into right now, but there's a whole story attached to that myself. But at any rate, I graduated as the number 1 theater student, ranked number 1 from my school in theater at Kent State. However, if I'd have been at our Carnegie Mellon, I would have been a senior. And there were several folks in that senior class that were cast in a musical called Godspell. It was a master's thesis. And if I was number 1 at Kent State, I must be, whatever, not, number 1. Okay, well, I might have done pretty well at Carnegie Mellon too. I would have had the opportunity to at least audition for that Godspell, which was taken right from Carnegie Mellon directly to New York City, where eventually it ended up on Broadway. Jonathan Schwartz, it's an incredible, huge hit, and almost every person in that company of Godspell has gone on to really good careers. But at any rate, I don't regret anything. Who knows if I would have gotten in there. I just thought I'd mention that since he brought that memory back. I usually say I just didn't go there, but who knows? I could have auditioned for Godspell when it was just a master's thesis project. Anyway, now we're going to go to what I do actually as a professional, and that's sing. So I'm doing okay on my own anyhow. Anyway, tonight I'm going to sing I Can't Give You Anything But Love, baby. And the thing is, I always say something about the person, the singer. It's another one of those songs that has a whole lot of folks who've recorded it. So I thought, just for fun, since we had trouble last night, I'm going to ask for a little sound check in a moment. But since we had trouble, we don't even know if you're going to be able to hear the music again. But I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna just get a definition here for us of what is a song. And it says a song is a musical composition performed by the human voice. And since we didn't have music last night, we had my human voice at least to perform my song a cappella. The voice often carries the melody using patterns of sound and silence. Songs have a structure to them, such as the common APA form. That's kind of like a chord structure form. And are usually made of sections that are repeated or performed with various various, I don't know, sometimes Wikipedia when they write things. Anyway, you got the idea. So now we'll just go over to, everything's still on? Well, the Bluetooth is still working. I think I still got good sound. Okay. So now we're going to
see you, John. We don't see your image yet.
I'm sorry, what?
We don't see you. Your camera's on, but we don't see you.
Oh, oh my goodness. Well, I can see myself. Should I maybe refresh and come back, get out and come back?
Yeah, just refresh.
Hey, boy, oh, yay. Okay, well, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Yeah. some kind of I'm also experiencing some kind of glitch on my browser. I I'm uh, I'm uh, I'm again terminated for the second time until in on my second device.
Oh,
Terminated by the host. I can't believe
maybe
it.
a glitch. Yeah, I haven't done any, so it's a glitch. Oh, are you still able to live stream on YouTube anyway?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Thankfully, it's going on, and uh, I noticed the sound wasn't going out, so I just have a quick resharing of the screen.
Thank you very, very much. Now we can see
Okay.
John again. That refresh is the trick, John.
Can you see me now?
Yes,
Oh, good. Shall we check the sound to see if there's sound coming through music wise?
sure.
Let's just see if it's happening. I'll just play a little intro and then I'll stop. Were you able to hear that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh well, then I think we're okay.
Okay, go
That's
for
nice. All right. Oh my, something's going right anyhow. Here we go. You can see me, you can hear me, you can hear my song, my music. I'm almost too thrilled. Okay. Here we go. I can't give you anything but love. Well, I can't give you anything but love. Baby, yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, a plenty of, oh, baby. You dream a while and you scheme a while. You're sure to find happiness. And I guess, well, all the things you think that are fine for, gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets, Woolworths, who will not sell to you, my baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love. Oh yeah, here we go. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Trumpet. Wow. I'd like to see you looking swell, oh, baby. Diamond bracelets, Woolworth ain't gonna sell to you, baby. Till the lucky day, you know darn well, my baby. Yeah, well, I can't give you anything but love. Love. Love, love. There you go. Thank you. You're muted. Still muted.
Oh, go ahead.
Or whoever that was, go ahead.
You're muted.
I'm muted, of course I am. All right, go ahead, whoever that was. It must have been somebody. I heard some voices.
Was somebody speaking?
Could have been me saying you're muted, maybe.
Probably so. Yeah, I was muted.
I like it. I like it. I like the trumpet. Bara, bara, bara.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. We're about 2.5 hours in. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You made tonight really a blast. The Q's are getting very good. The A's are somewhat hard to come by, but the questions have been great tonight. Thank you, everybody who participated.
And let's say hi to Ram Chander.
I did.
Who has his camera on. How are you?
Welcome.
Namaste, Ram Chander. Namaste. Thank you. Came on camera. That's nice. All right, go ahead.
That is good stuff. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're going to try this again tomorrow. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. We'll try Thursday. See what we can do. Thank you to the panelists for a stellar performance tonight with the questions. I had no idea Lynn may have asked you to have 3 questions, but thank you for doing that.
It'll always be 3. Better to have 3 than 2. Safer.
Always better to have 3, except when you're talking strikes and a strikeout. Always better to have 3. All right. Again, thank you for being here. We'd like to say a special thank you to Michael Chatta, to Karina Lance, to Roy Davies, to Kushal Pegu, and everyone who helps moderate in the YouTube, John Barella, of course. And it means a lot to us, all the hands-on, and of course, it goes without saying to Chris Tiazone, the Tiger himself, Tarzan himself, the techie guru himself that bailed me out last night. Very much, Chris. We appreciate you, brother.
And let's just read a few comments from the chat about the singing. Oh, and Joseph, this says, bye-bye, I have to go now. Take care. Thank you, Joseph, for joining us. We have Mel saying, great song, John. Beautiful. Mohammed Rafi Kipi says, beautiful song, sir. And Sarijit John says, great singing, John. Thank you. And Roberto Rioja says, thanks for the song, John. Love the song.
So thank you to all military veterans. Thank you to all active duty military. Thank you to all veterans. And of course, thank you to all first responders. We appreciate you. And you know who else we appreciate? Every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight.
And
you were a hit.
Right. Thank you. And we want to tell the folks that are on our YouTube live stream that after this live ends, we will be playing last night's recording. So feel free to stay with us. You can chat in the live chat with us. So feel free to do that. Thank you very much.
And lunch at 12, which Sifu Francis will be hosted by none others than Chris Tarzan, techie guy, Tiazone. There he is. Yes. He'll be there at 12.
And Chris, are we having global affiliates at 9 a.m. or no? Thursday is.
I think none. I haven't prepared for that.
Okay, so just lunch at 12, and then we'll see you guys on RobLynn Live at 8 p.m. as usual. All right, so hope to see you at the Q&A, lunch at 12. We're going to post it in our RobLynn Live Messenger chat, and we'll also be posting it shortly in the back office. So feel free to join us.
All right, let's go ahead and unmute, and let's say arrivederci. Good night, bonsoir. Merci.
Thanks for the song, John. You did good.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks
good night, all.
Hey, Pedro.
Bye-bye. Good night from Brooklyn, John. Brooklyn. Bye-bye. Love you.
Good night, everybody.
See you tomorrow. We are so in it.
You are so in it.
Send it to the group.
I love ONPASSIVE. I love RobLynn Live.
So long.
Thank you, Chris. And Mel and Carmela. Thank you, Deborah.
My pleasure. Bye, Chris.
Bye,
What's
Lynn.
up? Salute
Bye,
you.
Lynn.
Love to all.
Dolly. Don.
See you later.
Count of
See you later.
3,
Bye
2,
bye.
1. Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.